Hi there, sign of Taurus. This is Kim here to do your reading. This is a retake reading too. So something in your life may feel like it's a retake where you're having to take another look at something. Maybe rearrange or find a different type of order. We had a decision to make too, a mysterious decision bringing about changes like the moon, though. It's very hard. There's something that's very unpredictable, except for your choice point. Choice point. Okay, so opening up to your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your angels. These messages are meant to find you within the next 3 days for your highest good. It is a Celtic cross, so it will be focused here on present, past, and future. An outcome it can go past that 3 days. I just want to let you know. Get a really good shuffle. This is the influence of Angels Tarot. So give it a really good shuffle for you. Taurus, that looks good. Yeah, so I hope you guys are doing good. If you need a private reading, they start at $20 for, I like to keep something affordable, so they do start at $20 and go up from there. If you're wanting one, the information's in the description box below. Woo! This is a beautiful deck, by the way. The stars here, energy, 3 of swords. This is tough right here, guys. This is tough right here. Whatever you're going through currently, presently. This Leo energy, King of Wands, strength. Ace of Pentacle. So 2 for the outcome. Nice. The Tower. Okay, so can we see all of that? Oops. Well, it's like I had it and then I messed it up. Okay. Okay, sorry, a little bit picky about that. Okay, so the star energy here, recent past. Star energy, Aquarius energy. It's an indicator of hope for something here to be a wish manifest for you. It might, so whatever this is, whatever thing this is, it's pretty big that you're wanting to manifest, and I see the possibility of it manifesting pretty high. I'm feeling, because this tower here is on the bottom, that's like the underlying energy, which is big change and transformation. It looks like, you know, when you're granted something in your life that is a big wish fulfillment, the dream answered, right? Something else ends or comes apart to make room really for it. And I think that that's like what's happening right now or currently with these energies. It's to make room for what the star is bringing in. Because I don't just look at this as past, I look at this as the past influencing the present and the future. You know, kind of try to look at everything in a quantum way also, that they're all kind of combined, you know. So, if we should get something on that tower. Something on the tower. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get something on this tower, this underlying energy here for Taurus. Find out what this tower is about. Another Ace of Pentacle side by side too. It just happens to be next to this card that we're not clarifying, but do you see it linked with it? So that's telling you a lot. The way that the cards lay down, there's meaning behind it. And so when it's linking, like I said, a wish granted, a dream realized, made manifest with this star energy, it brings in disruption. this is the consequence, like emotional of what this is. But like, fret not is what I'm hearing. Fret not. This is bigger than the pain, okay? Or the sadness. It's bigger than that. And it's connecting with this opportunity. It's trying to come into your environment as we speak. And the Ace of Pentacles opportunity is like a portal. It's a gift from the universe. If you go down this path that's opening up for you, you find stability, you find financial gain, significant financial gain. It could be a long-term road, you know, because it's the start of your pentacle here, energy. It's more than a seed, though. It's like an archway, a pathway that's lit up for you to walk through. I'm just seeing a person like walking through, like a garden gate that's lit up, and you just know that this is what it's actually bringing in. So this reading might be mainly for you to focus on a manifestation you put into force, into motion long time ago in the ethers. It's coming, and they're just wanting to really remind you of the things that get detoxed from our life in the process of this thing coming in. Okay, a little bit about the manifestation, the star energy for you. The Five of Pentacles. Wow, you're really going from being quite down or alone, scared, afraid, financial difficulty, health difficulty, something here where we're feeling kind of alone, or having a tough time, really like this person's got their arms like to their chest, like looking up, like in prayer, right? Like, help you, heavens, can you help me? Can you hear me? Do you hear me? And so though fives are indicated as being like, they feel troublesome to us because they're unpredictable, unpredictability, very big characteristic of the number 5. It's because things are unstable only due to a time of change that it also represents. It represents a lot. It's a big number. You have the Fool on the bottom. So I say I'm feeling like you're going from 0 to what you're wanting pretty fast. Yeah. Okay. The dolphin might be significant to you as a animal spirit. If maybe you have run into random videos of dolphins. Have you ever noticed that every now and then certain videos will appear giving you like an animal message because it comes up a lot? You didn't search for it. It's just something that popped up. This is reminding you to be playful, even in a time, especially in a time of a 5 of Pentacles, because of having like hope in this thing that you have already manifest, you've already made manifest. They're just telling me to remind you that you are the one that is whole. You are the whole ocean in one drop. And what that means to you when they're saying you are the one that is whole with divinity, which is everything, means that there's nothing outside of you that needs to be chased. Everything's already inside. It is self-containing because there is no container around it. And when you're one with divinity, you have that realization too. Five of Cups. And it's interesting. This Five of Cups is interesting compared to other Five of Cup cards I have seen. Do you notice something different on that Five of Cups versus all the other Five of Cups? There's an Ace of Cups in the top left, which you usually see on the Four of Cups card. So this is very important to the message. It changes it a little bit. It changes it from being disappointed in what didn't work out or whatever emotional connection let you down with the Three of Cups there. Okay, whatever made you get into a state of feeling, well, I'm a little gloomy about this. You know, whatever that was. It was saying that the universe has this big Ace of Cups, and it can be this Ace of Pentacle, you know, that is the gift of love here coming from the universe for you. But if it feels like there's a focus on, like, I need to transcend earthly things at this time. The prayer may have been for money, for finances to get better, for, you know, so that your enjoyment here as a human being is tolerable and as happy, as satisfied as it possibly can be. That's why I feel like it's given, and why it's already been answered. Let's view it as it like that. It's already been answered. It's already a yes from the universe, because it is already so. That's why you're able to ask and then receive, right? Because you're the divine being that is the one, the whole. And you contain all your answers, and you contain all the opportunities and all the miracles. They said, you mini God you, is what they really said to me. I don't think I would say that. So it's a channeled message. It's kind of like a humorous thing, but anyways. So the Six of Swords. So there is this associated with releasing these heavy emotions, being able to process them, maybe finally here. So we're going into a different area. You see this? That's interesting. I like that. We have an angel in the direction here with the Six of Swords. You obviously see a boat that has people in it who have been through rough waters. In fact, some of those rough waters are still right there by the boat, but they're pointing into the place that they're going because they're actually going in that direction. So there's this hope of getting out of the storm. And whatever this represents for you with the Six of Swords, the challenge is to know that you are headed out of troubled waters. Okay. Oh, so this is about mindset in that sense, if it's the challenge, you know. So I think to hold that belief is really what they're talking about the most here. And then I have the Ten of Swords. This is why I said this is all so heavy in this present moment here. It's like this row up here. The Ten of Swords didn't happen overnight. This is in your heart space, in the heart of the matter. No, this didn't happen overnight. This was it looks like there is a dawn coming. Okay, so in the card it looks like there's a new day forming. The clouds are, however, in the sky right now, reminding us that the card actually represents the buildup of betrayal and sadness and hurt that happened in our heart space. It was little by little, but it amounted to a lot, and it's coming to a completion. And so that's why I have to say it's actually kind of favorable if you're going to have something like that type of energy to be there for it, to know it's a completion. And see that Three of Swords up there also, it's the goal. Okay, it's the goal. And I think that is representing the actual separating from this energy that was so heavy, or that made you feel very betrayed, made your heart feel betrayed. Okay, so let's that's probably where I'll start getting clarification on as far as this goes. The rest makes sense to me. So new dawn, new day, and a rebirth for your heart space. What about this Ten of Swords? Can you tell us? What else about the Ten of Swords can you tell us? The Ace of Cups. So that's that Ace of Cups. See, and this major healing, and it's in alignment for major healing. 3, 4, 5, 6. They're not all the same suit. Well, these are 3, 4, and 6, but do you see how the alignment in the numbers? 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you're in alignment that this is healing. This is finally getting peace of mind, because there's that Ace of Cups. It comes during the time when maybe you feel the most gloomy, or maybe you're the most like in this protective cocoon of I'm healing myself right now. Healing my heart. Let's pull out the Siren song and get a little bit on this issue. On all of this. Let's get on the present moment, please. Let me get some coffee. The key. 33. Master number 33. And the key is lying on top of the 10 of Swords. Ultimately ending, completion of the hardest things. The key, the solution appears. Your answer within an ending, or that the ending contains. More on the key, or the answer, the solution. Freeing yourself. It's the key to freeing yourself. The prison in reverse. The key to relieving your anxiety or worry, or regaining some sort of freedom that you thought was stifled in some way. So we're having to have strength at this time. Strength is the energy you pull on usually when the conditions are that you're feeling weak or worn down. That's why you would have to pull on that energy, right? So now this could be a boost in confidence. It can be it can just be physical, actual very physical energy, you know, something that's very emotional or that devastated us. That can make our body feel heavy. The emotions do a lot. The emotional body directly affects how we feel. So this is when you need your strength. You need to pull on your strength. You have it because it's here. And you are also feeling like, you know what, I have been strong in some really tough times. And so there's some pride for what you have been through, what you've already accomplished. Wow. The Devil and the Lover's energy. That's interesting. The Devil and the Lover's energy here. Okay. It feels like they're saying there's going to be a choice or decision that you kind of know that you're going to have to make, and something involves this ending or cutting off of a toxic situation, ship, or a person. There's another choice here is what they're telling me. There's another choice here that comes up. Major Arcana is Gemini, Leo, Capricorn. I'm also getting the energy that you could be picking up on somebody who had been possibly watching you, observing you, about to give you some sort of opportunity, or want to be on your path somehow, some way. It's like a soulmate energy. You may be picking up on this person really. It may feel like infatuation. There's something here of just deep admiration for you. I think it can mean both of those things for you all, actually. Tell me more about strength in the Lovers. The heart. Which way does my heart go? Who do I give my heart to? Or what do I open my heart up for? What or who? What or who? After this big ending, Three of Swords. Tell me more about Three of Swords. I think that represents a breakup or a splitting of the ways. No, the Four of Cups. So you see what I'm saying about that cup that's being offered? With the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups. It's like Spirit saying, hint, hint. There is something else. Even though you're feeling this way, it's another card of feeling just kind of like blah. Feeling kind of over it, apathy, like I just don't care anymore about this. I don't care anymore. The emotions are not real heavenly invested. That's interesting. Heavily invested. Wow. Okay. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Divine counterparts. All right, so maybe you take this new opportunity coming in, Ace of Pentacles, trying to show up in your environment. It's linked to your finances. It's linked to stability. There's certain order here. Like with this King of Swords, again, Aquarius energy, but I'm getting, this might be a friend or somebody who's just very smart. They hold a lot of knowledge. They can help because it is in the environment. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius. What other sign might be in the environment as well with this card? Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. And I have Virgo on the bottom. But the fates, okay? So you're taking it. Direct action steps here. There's a certain order that you have created that's going to be followed. And it is going to give you success. It's going to manifest successfully for you. This is the energy of like, you can't change my mind at this point. You wouldn't want to argue with this person, like you wouldn't win. And they just they know their stuff really well. So the Fates is the Wheel of Fortune card, where something is destined for you. Something is fixed. Something is fated here. And I think it has to do with this new opportunity. And I mean, your discipline, your effort, your ability to carry it out, even if you know the information, but there's also the element of the action that's associated with the King of Swords, right? Putting thought and a plan into action that's going to bring this about. Because again, you create it, you manifest it for yourself. So I have the Moon and the Stars. Oh, both of these cards in the Lenormand mean fame, recognition, appreciation. They said devotion, so they're really, they don't, in the guidebook they don't, but devotion is coming to me. This indicates that the stars are really going to feel like it's lined up and it's destined here. This is really being in the spotlight in a major way. It's the Moon and the Stars. Tell me about King of Wands. The Tower. You have the Tower twice. Wow. The Tower twice, the Ten of Wands. One to flip in the reverse. It's a complete release of your burdens. I have Scorpio energy, Leo energy, Sagittarius. That's the change that's going to be made. It's because you're the King of Wands here. You're very confident in what you want to build, despite any kind of obstacles or challenges. Even despite the Tower energy being here, it's all right. Look at all this Scorpio energy, this major change and transformation. You're expecting this. This is not an unexpected Tower. This is something that you know about. You're expecting. Maybe even some planning. Because with the Stork here, this is your elevation, your rise, your relocation. It's a message that you needed to get to assure you that there's something new being born in your life. All right, so this is good news. Expect good news too with that stork. And I just gotta say it. If some of you all are people that have tried to, if you're a woman who has tried to get pregnant and have had some not successes here, sad about something like that, maybe even at the point of wrapping it up or of the idea or the thought, this is good expectation news, because the stork and the expectation. However, I usually like to view my cards metaphorically, but that's got to be a message for a few, because it wouldn't have come out like that in that way. Stork is delivering you good news, and this is good news. But yeah, Page of Cups and the Sun, it's like something's being born. It's new. It's going to be happy. It's the light here at the end of the tunnel. This Death card is transformation. It brings about good news. Page of Cups, Sun. To me, this is an unexpected cup, because in both of these cards, this person's looking away or they're looking down. And this is a very happy energy. So I see you as being very balanced here. Temperance energy, Knight of Pentacles, diligent, honest, earnest. Like you're earnest about your work. You keep on. You're steady, and it's bringing in success. Steady, balanced, and this understanding divine timing. That Knight of Pentacles can represent an actual offer coming in for you. Something you may be worried about until it comes in, because like I say, there is patience here needed with divine timing. There is. And Nine of Swords, you could be dealing with some insomnia lately, a little bit more than usual. It might be due to the moon and the moon cycles also causing that. So this worry, Knight of Pentacles brings in good news. So when it comes to an offer or something here about your pentacles, your finances, judgment, Spirit has a plan. Don't worry, Spirit has a plan, and it's already working out. Strong earth angel energy here too. Judgment and Temperance, Sagittarius, being guided to the Three of Swords to the Fool. See, from the Three of Swords to the Fool, you're being guided to a new path. You're gonna feel like some area of your life that you see the energy here that representing the death, and this is like the it's not just it is a rebirth, but if you think about what happens in this energy that they're talking about on the card, it's like ascending or even transcending the material body, the material or earthly concerns. Like, so because that card always usually has spirits coming up. So that, to me, that feeling is going to be something nice and freeing, like a hot air balloon energy. Okay, I'm going to pull from the 108 Oracle and wrap it up. You have control over the Nine of Swords. That's why I'm not even really touching it much, because it's when our thoughts can wander too much into the fears of what could possibly happen, or where we feel like we don't have control. Oh, okay, that might be it. There may be something that you feel like cannot be changed at this point, that it's going to have to be left in the past. It can be slightly bothering you just because of the change, but the spilt milk card is like something is little and it's meant to be left in the past, or something like a disappointment happens or regret happens in life. Leave it in the past. Don't beat yourself up for that energy. How beautiful. A non-kara. Anam says unconditional love, romance, soulmates, uncommon bond, devoted, always, tenderness, timeless, constant affection, best friends, appreciation, infinite love. It's the Ace of Cups. Yeah, well, the Ace of Cups is here. We just talked about this too, so that those things that are ending or that are rooted in the past energy, those things that need to just be let go. It's like you free yourself as soon as you reach for this Ace of Cups. It feels like weary, retired, exhaustion, bone tired, needs restoration, overdue, old habits die hard, enduring the good old days, family patterns, stuck in time, stuck in the past. Or we are releasing it. We are releasing it. Tell me about the moon and the stars and what is faded, this energy. It puts them in the spotlight, please. Oh, it's something to do with your, with the King of Swords, a very intelligent, their mind is really super clear, kind of like this. So that's what you're like being known for, being seen for, as your sharp mind, your strong intellect, your mental force. So nobody would be able to like outwit you, right? Sapphire, mental force, spiritual insight, hope and faith, wise judgment. So people could come to you for advice if they look at you as this King of Swords, this sapphire energy. Holy and divine favor. Divine favor. So due to your wise judgment that brings about fortunate energy lineups. Okay. Person of water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but this could be, wow, I have the fairy tale too on the bottom. This can be your energy if you're embodying this energy. The emotional idealist, emotionally connected, psychic, empathetic, intuitive, sensitive, heart-centered, feels deeply, takes things personally. Fairy tale, believe the impossible, daydreams, romantic ending, universal archetypes, hopeful, magic, unicorns and rainbows, aspire, happily ever after, fanciful stories we tell. So believe in the fairy tale. It's real. Your ability to overcome the problems, the setbacks, the hardships, the trials and misfortunes is represented by that card, especially the way that it came out. But all these fives. You may have been spending a lot of time in peace and tranquility with yourself, disengaged, or they're recommending that with this cabin card, right? So, though this card can sometimes make you feel lonely, it is remote, it's secluded. I'm picking up more. This was time for self-reflection. You see the reflection on the lake. A time for peace, a time for you to tap into your peace, restore your mind. Yeah, body, soul, restore. That's what I'm getting. So there may be a divide that's purpose that you have created between yourself, maybe very energetic. Even if you're physically around somebody else, you may have already energetically cut something, made a divide for your own peace, for your own tranquility. See, we're seeing something clearly that we're maybe, I don't want to say this, refusing to see, but we could have had a very narrow vision or view, or something could have been out of focus. Something could have been distracted and only focused on one single thing. When blinders is in the reverse, could have been about some type of old habit to end, or a person or a relationship that was not in alignment with us anymore. This, I feel like this can represent the time that had gone by in a time of confusion or something resisting clarity. But you found that. So you're in this hammock energy. I definitely feel this for you, where we're resting, we're relaxing, knowing that we are supported by spirit, but we are in between two things. And there are things about ourselves that we are realizing. There's spiritual work that we're doing on self-actualizing. There's a lot going on here. So they want you to know that you are supported during a time of change and transition. And we'll do one more. Offer accepted, conviction. Offer coming in, offer accepted. The Dear John card, maybe the final cord of cutting the cord finally and then accepting some sort of offer. I'm looking at this like this Ace of Pentacles, like a decision has been made. Maybe it's in spiritual court, a decision has been made to bring about a beautiful new offer for you. Yeah, so that's what I have for you, Taurus, and I'm sending you love. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe if you like the video, and do subscribe so you can come back and see more from me. Bye.